So when we talk about what's wrong with a current technical interview, it's quite broken from both the candidate experience and the hiring manager and recruiter experience because interviews don't reflect the work that we do on the job. They're not good assessments of real world skills. It's really important to get an hire right. And the way that you do that is to ensure that you have a really high quality signal that you're receiving that gives you the confidence on how that candidate will do on the job. Unfortunately, our current interviews are not designed to do that because they're very, very theoretical. They're more focused on how a candidate might have memorized algorithmic or data structure type skills versus how do they think about trade-off analysis? How do they communicate well? How do they actually work within an existing project, existing code-based environment? And the impact of a broken interview system ends up being enormous, not just for hiring managers and hiring teams, because one, they tend to miss out on actually great candidates who don't have the time and resources to put away to not only one, go through long, arduous interview processes, but also like put in the time to study for these like very contrived interviews. Often I talk to candidates who, particularly in the last year, who've been like at their companies for years at a time, and they've kind of worked themselves up the ranks and up levels, but they're now at a point where they're interviewing again. And the interviews that they're receiving have nothing to do with the skills that they've built up to be successful contributors to their past teams. And they're now having to spend an enormous amount of time studying for things that ultimately are not going to make them great engineers, but is unfortunately just the part of the game to get them to the job, which is honestly quite sad.